Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to explore something new today. Let's do it.
Sounds good to me.
All right, you guys have sent in tons of tips, tend to be exact, on learning English effectively. So today we're diving deep into those.
Yeah, these tips really resonated with me. There's some good stuff in there.
I know, right? They're not just your typical grammar rules.
Definitely not. It's way more about how to actually become fluent, be more confident, and even have fun with the language.
Exactly. That's what we're all about here. So ready to break it all down.
Let's do it.
All right. So tip number 1, daily practice. We hear it all the time, but how important is it, really?
Honestly, I think it's the most crucial thing. It's kind of like if you're just starting to work out,
Right.
you don't go to the gym once a month and try to lift 1,000,000 weights, right?
No way.
It's got to be those consistent, even small efforts over time. It's the same with language. Even just 10 minutes a day can make a huge difference.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's it. That feels doable, even for busy people.
Totally. And that's what's so cool about these tips. They're all about those little bite-sized actions you can fit in.
Speaking of which, you guys sent in some really awesome ideas for how to make that happen.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more about those.
One that stood out to me, someone suggested just spending 2 minutes describing your surroundings in English. Just look around the room and try to put words to it.
Well, that's cool. Kind of like a mini narration of your own life. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's more about getting those gears turning.
Yeah. And another one was trying to use 5 new words in a short story.
Oh, I like that. It's almost like you're tricking yourself into learning. You're so focused on the story, you don't even realize you're expanding your vocab.
That's so clever. So we've got daily practice, even if it's just for a few minutes, and using these creative little exercises.
Exactly. It's about making it a habit, not a chore.
Okay, so the next tip, this one kind of blew my mind, embracing mistakes.
Ah, yes. That's a big one.
Because I don't know about you, but I tend to be mortified when I mess up.
I feel you. We all do. But think about it this way. Every time you make a mistake, it's like your brain is saying, hey, pay attention. This is something we need to work on.
So it's actually a good thing, like a learning opportunity in disguise.
Exactly. And one of the tips suggested actually writing about a recent language mistake you made and then rewriting it correctly.
Wow, so it's like taking the time to actually analyze it and fix it. I've never thought about it like that before.
Yeah, and by going through that process, you're reinforcing the correct way to say or write something. It's way more effective than just brushing it off.
That's actually really smart. Okay, so we're embracing those mistakes, turning them into learning moments. What's next?
Let's see. How about we lighten things up a bit?
Ooh, yes. Let's talk about making learning fun, because let's be honest, no one wants to dread it.
Totally. When you enjoy the process, you're going to stick with it.
Absolutely. So how do we actually make it fun, though? Because, flashcards and grammar drills aren't exactly known for being a party.
You're telling me. That's where the tips really come in handy. There are a ton of great ideas, like using a language learning app.
Oh, yeah, those are pretty cool nowadays.
Right. They've got games and interactive exercises. And the cool thing is, even just 3 minutes can be really effective.
It's all about fitting it in, right?
Exactly. And then another cool one is shadowing. You ever tried that?
Shadowing, that sounds kind of intense. What is it?
Okay, so picture this.
Mm.
You're listening to a native speaker, right?
Mm.
And you're basically trying to speak along with them, in real time.
Whoa, so it's like you're their shadow, mimicking every word.
Exactly. It feels weird at first, but it's amazing for developing fluency and nailing that natural pronunciation.
I bet. Okay, that's going on my list to try. And while we're talking about, actually speaking, you guys know I'm all about connecting with people.
Okay.
So do any of these tips involve, talking to actual humans?
They do. Joining online language groups is a game changer.
Oh, I love that.
Right. It's a safe space to practice. And even if you only have a few minutes, that little bit of real conversation can be so valuable.
Totally. It's less pressure than a one-on-one conversation, but you still get to, actually use the language.
Exactly. You get to test it out in the wild.
Okay, I'm loving these tips. We've got consistent practice, embracing those mistakes, making it fun, and actually using it with real people. Anything else we need to know?
One more thing, and this is key, setting realistic goals. Don't overwhelm yourself.
Totally. I will become fluent in a month. That's setting yourself up for failure.
Exactly. Break it down. Instead, maybe it's, this week, I'm going to learn 10 new words related to my hobbies. Or I'll try shadowing for 5 minutes each day.
It's all about those little victories, right? It's I did the thing.
Exactly. Celebrate those wins. It'll keep you motivated to keep going.
This has been amazing. I'm so inspired to up my English game even more now. I don't know, there's just something so exciting about learning a new language, you know? It's like you're unlocking a whole new world of possibilities.
Right. It's not just about, memorizing words. It's about connecting with different cultures, understanding
Mhm.
different perspectives. It really does broaden your horizons.
Absolutely. And the best part is, everyone's journey is unique. So as you're diving into these tips, pay attention to what works for you, what clicks, what feels exciting and engaging.
Exactly. Because the most effective method is always the one you'll actually enjoy and stick with.
So go out there, find your groove, and have fun with it. Thanks for joining us for this awesome deep dive.
Until next time.